what does a day in the life of Spurgeons look like? Well, there isn't really a typical day, particularly now that I'm in a management role, and although I do still do some teaching, that's not the main preoccupation of my time. It's also been an unusual time, of course, when we've been in lockdown, so we haven't been in the building. But perhaps I could start by saying that when the students are in during the main teaching periods, we have some fixed points in the day, in particular a short chapel service in the middle of the morning, which is a disciplined way of reminding us why we're all here and who we're here for. And we continued this chapel service in a virtual form during the lockdown until the end of term in May. And this was actually a really important time, I think, for many people, and helped to ground all that we were doing, and the fact that we were scattered and many people in very challenging situations, trying to balance their studies, their work in the church, maybe other paid work and family responsibilities, homeschooling and so on. This was a point where we could be earthed, and we actually had a really good attendance at those Zoom chapel meetings. And we'll be continuing those during the autumn term, when we shall still be working off-site by and large. So that's been a fixed point of the day. Another fixed point which has been very important for students and staff over the years has been the lunchtime, when we meet together, and we've been very blessed with a great catering team and come together to share in informal chat over lunch. Has been a really good community building activity, and of course we miss that in the time when we can't get into college. Apart from that, there is regular teaching Monday to Thursday, slots in the morning and in the afternoon up till about 4 o'clock. And we have pastoral groups after lunch, where we meet with small groups of students and support them, and they support each other. And one tutor tends to stay with that same group of students all the way through their studies, which is a really good way to build up good pastoral relationships. There's also quite a lot of individual conversations that go on with students. There is responding to emails, there is responding to drafts from research students who are working on projects. So there's a lot of work that goes along behind the scenes. Now that I'm in a management role, I have sadly probably a bit less direct contact with students. And this may sound a bit sad, but many of my days could be summed up with the triad of meetings, reports and emails. But although that may sound quite bureaucratic and boring, there's actually tremendous variety and stimulation behind that. So I never really do get bored. And part of my role is, as manager of the academic staff, to try to support them in their more frontline role of delivering our programs and serving our students. So each day is different, but each day is certainly very full.